Alrighty. I am gonna do a get ready with me. I haven't done one of these since I think last summer. I'm gonna start off with the Smashbox primer water. I love this stuff. I got this one at Ulta. Oh, I forget because I have the face forward camera. I'm gonna have to flip this when I go into editing because it looks backwards here, but you're not gonna notice that. I just repurchased this guy because I use it as a primer, but then I also go in and use it as a setting spray and it works wonders. I love it. I wanted to use some items that I recently repurchased because I was out of some stuff, so I'll show you guys what I bought. I'm applying the Bite Beauty. This is their Agave Lip Balm, this little fella. And the foundation that I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I haven't owned this in well over a year, I want to say, and I love it. I mentioned, I think on my Instagram, that I have to get to know my foundations again, because since we're in a different climate, foundations perform differently here in Texas than they did in California. It's just a little bit more dry over there than it is over here. Even when we lived closer to the beach, the humidity there is nowhere near as intense as it is here. So I'm using the matte and poreless foundation. I love the finish of these. I think they're really, really beautiful. I do have to mix a couple shades, and I'd forgotten what shade I was, so I made the best educated guess that I could while I was there. So I got Classic Tan in 335, and then I got 312 in golden, golden something. I think it's just golden, 312. So Classic Tan is a little bit more orangey, and this suits me a little bit better by itself, like in the summer, from what I remember correctly. I think this was the shade that I used to get before. But then I got golden because it leans just a little bit more yellow, because this one by itself in the winter is just a little too orange. I feel like the camera is just a little funky. Because I'm using my phone, I am gonna have to stop recording, and then like every what is it called, every 15 minutes. God, I love this foundation. I remember it being so good and looking really great. It just doesn't wear all day for me. Back in Cali, I think I could get a good 6-hour wear. And I'm just gonna mix it on my little palette here. I can't find my other little palette. This is the one I used to use when I was doing makeup on other people, and I could just put it on my wrist there. And it was the easiest little thing. So not easiest, but like the most handy thing. Someone asked to do maybe favorites makeup brush video. We're nearing a year from moving here and into our home, and just this week I started, or this past weekend I started organizing my makeup because I didn't have proper storage for it. Oh man, I wanted to use this Josie Marin oil. It's okay. I think I'm pretty moisturized anyways, because it's a little humid today. So I don't think I need any additional glow. Pretty sure I'm gonna be pretty glowy as the day goes on. It's not terribly humid, but there's a little humidity, and just a little bit here on my strawberry mark, because I usually get red in this area. Plus I'm going to add a little bit more concealer. Actually, I need to get a concealer out. Let's see. Okay, I may use a little bit of the Laura Mercier. I don't have terrible under eyes today, thankfully. Just gonna grab a little bit of this Laura Mercier. It's in number 4. Just a small amount, because a little bit of this goes a long way. Okay, just dipping into it just a little bit. Look at that. The coverage is insane. It's so crazy. I gotta keep an eye on the time here, because every 15 minutes I have to reset. If I don't do that, the audio doesn't fit with the video. For some reason, it offsets. I don't know why. Let's do this one from Nars. I'll have to put the shade of this one down below, because the writing is so tiny on this. This is why I like to go in with a little bit of foundation, because then I go in with concealer, and if I go in heavy with both, then my skin's gonna look cakey, and I just don't like that personally. I like a little bit more of a natural look. Natural. Not supernatural, but You know what I mean. And then over here, I hope the lighting is good. I bought this little ring light from Best Buy for my vanity area because my bedroom is really, really dark. I have the blinds closed right now for this video, but even when they're open, it's not overly bright in here. And so I needed something that would illuminate this area so I don't look crazy walking out when I think I'm matching and then I just look insane because I can't see what the heck I'm doing. I'm adding just a little bit of that concealer right in this area just to highlight, just a dash. So I bought a little ring light, but it came with a little holder for the phone, and I said, oh, dual purpose here. I can do my makeup here and record maybe more makeup videos. I haven't done makeup videos in a really long time, and I'm kind of missing it now. Oh, let me just bring some of that. I need to always bring stuff down and behind my ears because I have a pixie cut. Okay. So I think we're looking okay. I also got, I finally got storage. I think that's what I was saying earlier. I finally got storage for my makeup. I bought these containers from the Container Store, and they're really good, but they're, they make this funky sound when I open. And they weren't the cheapest, so I don't think I should be doing that. I think this is a Secret Brightener. I'll have to check what it's called, but it's from Laura Mercier, the little one. I really like this one for the under eyes because it does brighten up the area. Tap, tap, tap. And just a little bit. Little bit. I should have tapped. My bad. And so, because I finally packed everything away, I can actually do my makeup now. With everything. I had a select few products on by my sink area and just kind of threw them all in a little basket and then was just working out of that, which is great because I got a lot of usage out of the same products. I finished some products that I had in my year-long project. Remember when I used to do those videos? And I want to do that again, but it's just a little bit more. I wanted a little bit more powder, but wow, just picked up a lot. I've been working on my products, just haven't made any videos. I don't even think I closed. I just fail every time I try to do a year-long project. The fun part about unloading a lot of the what is it called, like makeup and stuff, is that you find products that you loved so much. Where is that bronzer? I love this bronzer so much. I use the crap out of this bronzer for the longest time from e.l.f. I love it. So it comes in a little mosaic like that. And dude, I tore one of these up, maybe two of these up in the past, and it's just, I don't know, from what I remember it being amazing. Let me grab a bronzer brush. So back to the video, what is it called? Somebody asked me for. Back to the brushes video. Favorite brushes video. I'll probably do that. I don't know. I did a brushes video, favorite eyeshadow brushes or something of the sort quite a bit ago. Ooh, let me stop that. Hold on. And but it's been so long, you know. So I can do that. I can also do maybe a favorites or all my bronzer collection, because I have a lot of bronzers. Actually, you know what? When I unloaded my bronzers, to be honest with you, I have quite a few, more than one person needs, but I don't have nearly as many as I thought I did. I like swirling my brush on all of these, by the way. I don't stick to one specific. It's just so nice. It blends out so nicely. It's the perfect amount of warmth for me. I just love this so much. And I'm using a large MAC brush. This is a 153S, I think. 153. I want to say that that's what it's called. I can't remember. And bring the bronzer to the back. So I'm getting ready today to go to a school function for my little Twinkies. And since that's a little too matte for me, right, because I want a little bit more glow, we're gonna bring out some glowy products that I just adore so much. I use the crap out of these. These definitely came with me when I moved. and they didn't leave my sight. So I'm gonna use for the Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light. I love using that. I do use it by itself, but I really like it as a topper more than anything. I'll just use the same brush, whatever. I always do that. I use the same brush for everything. So let me not top out too much of that. And sometimes just on a day-to-day, I'll just top it over my bronzer, call it a day, like bring it up to the cheeks because it adds this really pretty glow. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe it's so dark in here. It's so dark. Let me see. I think the lighting is off a little bit in here, but you know, I look a little light, but it's all right. It's the ring light for you, and this is the lowest setting, so I can't make it any less bright. And then I'm gonna grab the Hourglass. This is the dim light, the trio, whatever. It comes with dim light, incandescent, and radiant light. This is possibly my favorite. I use this a lot. You get your money's worth. These are expensive, but you get your money's worth. And you can even, maybe you can see, this one's lower. Like these still have the little dome. And this one's lower because that's the one I use the most. But what I like doing is I'll grab the same powder brush. If I want to target a specific area, I will go in with a much smaller brush. But I'm just going to go all in. Maybe let's turn this off. That looks better. I just need this light so I can see myself. But let's do that. Let's see. It's hitting the top of my brow too. Look at how pretty that is. So beautiful. And then whatever's remaining, I just kind of bathe in it. But if I want to target a specific area, I'll go in with a much smaller brush, and I'll just get this one, which is Radiant Light. And that one I like it, using it as a little highlight. It's really pretty. It's so delicate and it just makes everything look so good. Okay, let me grab a blush. I didn't pick a blush out. Something pink. I've been using the crap out of these blushes. Someone recommended them to me on Instagram because I had run out of a beloved blush from Stila. I ended up buying the Stila blushes, even though I tried these other ones too. I ended up buying them because I just adore them. The only thing I don't like about these is the packaging. It breaks really easy. The top here, like this one's in use, right? So the top here, see, they just come out very easily. So that's very annoying because this is not a cheap blush. So a lot of the times I've been sticking to just the cream blushes. If I'm not wearing any makeup and I just need to run out the door but not look like death and scare everybody, I'll grab some of this and put it just on the apples of the of the cheeks, and it just brings life to the face and I don't have to do anything else. But I did repurchase the one that I finished, which was Camellia. This one looks and you can tell because the packaging color is different. I don't remember the name of this one because I need a tissue box. The writing here, that goes away pretty quickly too. So that's kind of a bummer. So I bought these quite a few months ago, maybe 4 months ago now. When I saw them, I was like, gosh, these remind me of the blushes that my sister used to use, my older sister. We used to call her Covergirl because every makeup that she had before she moved on to MAC was from Covergirl, and she used the crap out of these blushes. I never personally tried them. I think maybe I tried them when we were in high school because I didn't have money to buy makeup. She had a part-time job, so she started buying her own makeup. So I probably tried them, but it wasn't anything that I've actually ever purchased myself. I have Rock and Rose, which is so beautiful. This one has a bit of a sheen, but it's not too strong. I may actually go in with I may go in with this one first. I think I may just go in with this one. And this one is Soft Sable, which was the one that was recommended to me. And this one has more of a glow. Maybe you can see. It adds this glow to the cheeks, and it's really beautiful. It's not as finely milled, but it is really beautiful, and it almost gives you a very dewy look on the cheeks without it being wet, you know, like a cream product. I'm gonna pick it up with this ancient blush brush from Stila. It's nothing really special. I've just had it for 20 some odd years, maybe less than that, at least 15 years. And I'm just gonna add it to my cheeks. This one has a bit of a glow too, but it's not as strong as a soft Sable. Let me turn that off. Let's see. You guys can see it a little bit better, I think. I just need this light to do my makeup. And just drag it back here. Just whatever's remaining on my nose, because my mom used to do that. Okay, let me put that back. You hear that? That's so annoying. I'm going to try a new brow pencil. I've never tried this one, but I ran out of my MAC brow pencil. I haven't gone to the mall. It's not that far away. It's just I'm too lazy, okay? Going to the mall. It's too many people for me. So I bought this one from Lancome. Never tried a brow pencil from Lancome, so thought I would give them a try. And this is their Eyebrow Shaper. So it comes with a little spoolie. And then the little pencil here that I can sharpen. So that may be something that, you know, people may not like because it doesn't give you that very fine point, I guess. But I wanted to try it. Why not? And I got the shade in dark brown. And it looked on the display, because everything's covered because of COVID. It looked more on the cooler side. There was another brown pencil and it looked a lot more red. And I'm definitely not going for the red look. And I really need to pluck my brows, actually. I have a pomade from ABH, which I purchased. And I don't know why I repurchased it. I know why I repurchased it. So I repurchased it because I like, sometimes I go in a little bit, I do a little extra on my brows sometimes. And I like the dimension that it adds to do pomade and a brow pencil. And so I got it for that reason. And when I ran out of my MAC brow pencil, which is my favorite, I was only left with the pomade. And I was like, oh my god, I hate doing my brows with a pomade. I was just, I'm so lazy. I hate having to clean that brush. It's just annoying as hell. So I figured let me get another pencil, because it's just faster for me, especially if, you know, I need to move quickly. This pencil is not overly creamy, but it does lay a good amount of product. And I'm going very light-handed. I always do that even with the one from MAC, because I'm not trying to make them fully solid brows here. And then I just use the tip of my finger there just to kind of drag some of that up so it doesn't look like a box. Like it's boxed in that area. I need to reshape my brows here. They're growing, and I need to kind of bring out, like take out this whole chunk and kind of bring my brow out this way a little higher. Just because, you know, the older you get, the more gravity takes over, and shit starts sagging. And so I'm just trying to help my face out a little bit. So getting a little fine point is going to be a bit difficult with this guy for sure. Okay, we're good still. When I do the front of my brow, so my brow hairs grow, you know, they're growing this way. I try to go sometimes in the opposite direction just to add a little bit of dimension there. Since I already have plenty of hairs going this way, I'm going to try to go this way. And then this brow, so this brow comes in a little bit more than this one, so I got to build up a little bit on that area, which is where the pomade does come in handy to add a little bit more hair-like strokes. I like this pencil. It's not too creamy, so it allows a little bit of build-up, or for me to build it up. You see that? It's my first time doing my makeup in this lighting, so let's just pray that it all matches by the time I get outside. Oh, I wanted to use this concealer. Maybe next time. I just bought this. I haven't used this concealer in years. Only because the little sponge kind of grosses me out a little bit, but because I saw that they have new shades, which is not something they had back then when I used to buy it. So I thought I would give it a try again, but you know, that'll have to be next time. The shadow that I was sticking to forever, it was either this one's really good actually, the Color Tattoo from Maybelline. Is this a newer shade? I don't know. In Urbanite, really good as a shadow base. Kind of reminds me of Laying Low from MAC. Laying Low from MAC is great as a base, and then this one's from Maybelline, the color tattoo. So cool that the drugstore came out with something like this, because I think for the longest time Maybelline didn't have anything like this, let alone it being a solid cream, no shimmer, no sheen, no nothing like that, you know. So look at that. Laying low is just a little bit more, I feel like peachy. They're both really great. I love laying low. It's a great base for shadows. Oh, what's this one called? This is creamy beige. Oh, so this is the other one that Maybelline had. I probably need to revive that. It's been a while since I've used it. This is the one that I have been obsessed with since last year. This is from Revlon, and it's the Colorstay in 720. I think this is the one that's labeled as chocolate. I'm pretty sure that it is. And I freaking love it. I usually get something like this. What is this? A 217 from MAC. And just swirl my brush in. I don't know what I was planning on doing, to be honest. Whoops. I don't think I was really planning anything crazy. Oh, I think I was only gonna do because the other day the video, the what is it called, the Mani of the Day video, I had bronzer in my crease, and I put the highlight that I had on my face, I just put it in the center of my lid. That was it. And then a little bit of okay, I don't want it to be smoky either, a little bit of highlight, and that was literally it. And I've been loving looks like that are very simple and multitasking products, because it just makes it easy and I don't have to put a lot of effort into it. I'm very, very lazy. I always have the energy to do my nails, but as of late, even now, my nails have been staying pretty much the same for almost an entire week. I've just gotten to that place where I don't find the need to do it on a daily or every couple of days or what have you. And then I think I am going to grab maybe a little bit of the highlight that I used on my face. I'm gonna use incandescent, just with just here at the top, and maybe add just a little bit in the center, and use that in the center here in the corner. Just turn off the light so you guys can maybe see. Super, super subtle. I have all of my liners in this container. So eyeliners, chubby pencils, and then lip liners on this side, right over here. So when I had longer nails, it was very tricky to pull them out, like the sides, because it had these like this. It was just getting a little tricky to do certain things. So I'm going to use this liner from Estee Lauder. It's the one that I've just been sticking to. It's the one that I sharpened last. So, and I don't want to sharpen anything else. And just kind of adding a little bit of that just on the end there. And once I bring it inward or to the center, I just add little dots, because I'm not trying to do a full-on. For liner, I bought this, oh, this is in peach. It's from Mented. Mented is the brand. Mented Cosmetics, and the name of the liner is called Peach. Kind of expensive. I found this guy at Target, $10 for one lip liner. Drugstore prices is no longer a drugstore price. I think a MAC lipstick is like 15, 16 bucks. Is it 20 bucks? I can't remember. But this doesn't have nearly as much product. Granted, MAC lip liners, you do need to sharpen them too. This one's a twist up, but I just find it to be kind of pricey. I just really wanted to try the brand. This looks a little too light. Like, it's great, but for what I was wanting. I repurchased this guy, and I think I already have it. Yep, it's in Stockholm. I just repurchased 2 lip creams from NYX. I purchased Cons, and I purchased Stockholm, because I didn't know if this one was still good. And it still smells good, so we're just gonna go with it. It's really a little peachy. More peachy than what I wanted. So I'm gonna go in with Cons. Ignore that. Yeah. Cons is a little bit more pink. I should have removed the Bite Beauty lip balm. These go on better when your lips don't have any kind of moisture going on. Let's do this. This is, I think the lighting, this lighting is pretty good. Why did you brighten up, dude? I didn't brighten you up. Maybe just my camera adjusted. And then before I put my mascara on, let me set my face. So I'm going to use the Smashbox Primer Water once again. I love this stuff so much. It's great. Really and honestly, I'm probably going to be using a mask. So since these will set, I think it should be okay. But usually because I'm using a mask, I've just been sticking with my Lano Lips Balm. Finished the NYX Control Freak, which is the brow gel. And I just bought a new one. This is, yep, it's clean. I'm just gonna set the brows. The two mascaras that I've been sticking to pretty much for a year, repurchased obviously. You know, because once they're done, or it's been a few months, I toss these out, is the Lash Stilleto from Maybelline. And then I'll go over with the Lash Sensational from Maybelline, because that mofo doesn't go anywhere. It's not waterproof, but it performs like waterproof mascara, because even when you're removing it, you gotta kind of go over, oh my god, go over it a few times. I almost poked my eye. See what I mean? I usually end up with mascara on my chin, on my nose, pretty much everywhere. And then this Lash Sensational, I get it a lot closer to the base. And I kind of hold it right at the base and push up and just kind of wiggle, because then it adds, you see how much more, look at this, and then look at the volume in this at the base. I look very mature today. It's a good look, right? So let's do a little natural, little glowy. Okay, I think that is everything. I was really wanting to use this palette because I just bought it. It's the Urban Decay Heat, but I guess I just thought last minute of something else, so it's all right. Maybe I'll get a chance to use this next time. I bought it specifically for these Ready Tone colors. They look so beautiful. They're coming up a little bit subdued in this light, but they're a little bit deeper than what you're seeing here. And they're just so beautiful. So I definitely want to try it. I'll probably try it this weekend because I had it for a week now. My sister gave me a gift card for Ulta. That was basically a gift from her to me. So that's everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.